everyone, it's Karen, the Geordie Grandma, and it's time for another 7 sales on eBay, so let's get straight on with it. The first sale I want to show you is this cream blanket. Now the pictures are absolutely atrocious. It was one of those blankets, one of those colours that I just couldn't get it right. I couldn't get the light right. It was just terrible. But anyway, I've had this listed for about 18 months. It came in part of an auction lot that I picked up that was full of blankets and sheets, mainly vintage ones. And this was the last thing to go. I think I paid about £10 for this auction lot. So I've probably made about nearly £200 in profit off the whole lot. Like I say, this was the last thing to go. I took an offer on this of £20 because I had it for a while and it just didn't seem to be getting any interest. So I took an offer of £20 on it, and after eBay fees, PayPal fees, postage, etc., I made a profit on this one of £15.25, but as I said, I've probably made about £200 profit on the whole lot. Definitely worth picking up vintage blankets and sheets. They do seem to be very popular. Next is some more china. This again was in another auction lot I picked up recently. This set, this bone china colclough, there was quite a few pieces of it. Again, some of it was chipped, so I separated it out into 3 trios, which is this lot, so a cup, a saucer and a little tea plate. And there's also another lot I've got on eBay, which is 2 trios and a sugar bowl and milk jug. But this one sold first. This one went for £15. It's a nice little tea set. It's got a nice little gold leaf on there. A cream detail. The cream bit is like a ridged detail on the cup and saucer. So like I said, this one went for £15, and the auction lot it came to £13.60 altogether, including commission. And I've got 7 items, including this one that sold. There were 7 items that are listed. So if we divide the £13.60 by the 7, that was £1.94 each lot owes me. So this one, after fees, came to a profit of £12.26, and this actually went on the GSP to Japan. A lot of the china actually seems to go abroad. They must be quite interested in vintage English china, which is good for me. Next on the list is a jigsaw. This is a hair cartoon type jigsaw. See if I can get a closer look into the photo there. You can see it's a kind of an open air rock festival jigsaw. There's 2,000 pieces in it. It was from the year 2000, this jigsaw, so 18 years old. It was still sealed. I picked it up for £4 in a charity shop, and I'd only had it listed probably about 3 hours when somebody offered me £25 for it. Now I thought, well, I've just put it on, so I'm not going to take 25. So they came back with they declined the offer, and then they came back with 30. So I don't know why I decided to take the offer. Maybe I was a bit worried that it would hang around for a while if I didn't take the offer. I had done some research, and there were a couple of these jigsaws went for £50-60. I think there was one even went for £80, but there weren't a lot of them had sold. So I did take the offer of £30. Maybe I should have hung on. I may have got £40, but I was quite happy with 30. Like I said, it only cost me £4 in a charity shop, so after fees that was a profit of £22.77. So that was quite a good profit, and I was happy with that. Next is some curtains. Now I do pick up curtains quite often, mainly children's ones, although I have picked up some, well, not adult curtains, but curtains that you would put in your sitting room, things like that. But these ones were frozen curtains, so you can see they've got pictures of Anna and Elsa on them. pencil pleat. They were really nice curtains, actually, very good quality. They were lined, so they were blackout curtains. I paid £2.99 for these in a charity shop, and so after fees the profit on these was £8.59. Curtains are quite slow sellers, but they do sell, and you can usually make about, between £7 and £12 profit on them, depending what the theme is. If it's a theme that's popular at the moment, then they obviously sell quicker and they sell for more. But I like to pick up curtains. They're easy to photograph and easy to package. So that was the curtains. Next is a Disney Store Nightmare Before Christmas mug. I always want to call this Nightmare on Elm Street. Nightmare Before Christmas. Stuff from the Nightmare Before Christmas range always seems to go well. It goes pretty quickly. I'd had this listed for maybe 3 or 4 weeks. I paid 50p for this at a car boot sale. I actually jumped at it when she said 50p. I says, yes, I'll have that. And it sold for £19.97. After fees and postage, that was a profit of £15.30. I tried to watch this film, Nightmare Before Christmas. I think I watched about 10 minutes of it and had to turn it off. I just don't get the hype about it. Is it something you've watched and liked? I'd be interested to find out. But definitely, I didn't think it was a very good film, so I switched it off. And I probably wouldn't buy the merchandise for myself either. But obviously somebody else liked it. This mug also went off on the GSP. It's been a week of things that have gone abroad. This went off to France. Next on the list was a Muzzy. Now Muzzy, I've picked this up several times before. It's a BBC language course for children. It's got DVDs in it, CDs. You can get them with videos, and I've never picked those up before because I'm not quite sure how well they would go, but I always pick up the ones that are the DVD course. They seem to go really well. I have had the Muzzy. You can get the Muzzy is the green monster looking thing. You can actually get that as a soft toy, and I have picked that up before and sold it with the language course, and it goes for a little bit more. It's just an added bonus for people when they look at it, I suppose. It was in really good condition. I picked this up for £5. This one sold for £18. I have had it probably a couple of months, but it sold for £18, and the profit on that after fees was £10.23. Just a small tip when you do pick up things like this, that are courses and that have got more than one DVD in, check that all the DVDs are there, and check that the right DVDs that are supposed to be in there, because I have actually looked in some before and they've had DVDs that aren't related to the language course in place of one that was supposed to be there. So definitely check them before you buy them. And last but not least is probably my best sale this week, and this is an Octonauts bundle. If you don't know what Octonauts are, it's a CBeebies program for toddlers. Because I've got a grandson, I know all about programs on CBeebies at the moment, and I know Octonauts is a popular one. So I've sold Octonauts in bundles before. I've never sold the items separately. They always seem to go better as a bundle. And I picked this up in 2 separate bundles. I picked some up from Facebook Marketplace for a tenner, and I picked the other one up from a charity shop, and that was also £10. So the whole bundle cost me £20 altogether. You can see there's quite a lot of sea creatures in there. These always sell when you can pick them up with lots of sea creatures and lots of figures. Now some of the vehicles didn't have all of the bits that's supposed to be with them, but I do put that in the description. And they do sell with, even if there are little bits missing, they do still sell. I'd had this listed probably, I think I'd only had it listed 2 days when somebody offered me £75, and I emailed him back and I said, look, I'm sorry, I haven't had this listed a week yet, so I'm not prepared to accept £75 at the moment. And he came back within a couple of hours and paid the full price, which I was really chuffed about. So that was £110 for that Octonauts bundle. So after fees, obviously I paid quite a lot of fees on that. After fees and postage, I made a profit on that of £72.51, which is a really good profit. So I'll definitely pick up Octonauts in the future. This one also actually went off on the GSP to France. Like I said, it's been a bit of a week for sending things off to the GSP. So I hope you found those 7 sales interesting. Sales are definitely picking up now as we move into Q4. You can see people are buying more things that they may give as Christmas presents. So it's going to get quite busy from now on. So I'll look forward to speaking to you again next week with another 7 sales. See you soon. Bye.